Hey, what's going on, guys? James here, bringing you another YouTube video. I'm joined by
Tyson, as always.
And we've got, I say it all the time, but we truly got a special video because we're finally, for the first time since 2019, going to be doing the return of
Trivia Thursdays.
Yes! And for the current records, by the way, let me pull up my YouTube real quick because I have those saved there. Just for all of you to know, the current standings in Trivia Thursdays, we've done 3. We've got, I've got to win, he's got to win, and he also has the very first episode, the Tournament Tuesdays quiz that I gave him, was passed. And with that being said, he is going to be quizzing me this time around on what?
The history of the Intercontinental Championship.
Famously my favorite belt in wrestling.
So we'll see if James really knows his championship history.
It'll depend, because I've been very brutally honest, I have not watched WWE. Really, wrestling in general, minus like about a month and a half stint where I did watch an indie promotion I really like. But outside of that, I have not watched WWE or wrestling really since the end of 2019. So we'll see. Obviously I don't know any of the questions, so it could be old stuff, it could be stuff from when I grew up. Who knows? It could be a bunch of new stuff. We'll see. All that matters is if it's entertaining. But with that being said, I don't have anything else to say, so unless you have something to say, let's go.
Are you ready? Okay.
Honestly, no, I'm not, but let's do it.
So, basically how this is going to work is just like last time. You're going to say the answer. I'm not going to tell you if you're right. We'll go over it at the end.
Okay.
If you need hints, you are allowed 1 hint each question.
Okay.
If you need it. Okay, are you ready, sir?
Sure, why not?
First question. What exact date was the IC title introduced?
Fuck.
Oh,
okay.
Boy, we're starting off with a banger.
Yeah. Because I know date-wise, the WWF is said to have been created in 1962. And I know there was a fake tournament supposedly held in Rio de Janeiro where Pedro Morales, I want to say, became the first champion, something like that. But exact date, I don't know. Because I don't know if they would have had the title before then, before it became known as the WWF, or if...
Would you like a hint?
I'm gonna need one, honestly.
Okay,
yeah.
So it was before they went to WWF. And WWF what came in out and when?
The WWF specifically came out in like 82, I think, is what the year is. So I know that, but like,
okay,
that doesn't really help.
So this date is towards the later end of the year. Is later month, I should say.
Okay.
And the year is 3 years before they went to WWF.
Okay.
That should kind of narrow it down for you a little bit.
Yeah. So if that's right, you're saying it's a later month in 1979. So, stab in the dark. I'm gonna say, here, let me actually...
If you can't get the correct day, that's fine. Just give me the month and the year. Because the day can be 1 through 31. And that could be challenging for some.
Well, if it's 30... Well... Now I gotta try to like figure out if you saying 31, is that you giving me a hint of the exact month, or is that you just saying...
Between 30 and 31, my bad. Is that better?
Technically speaking, for clarity's sake, yes. But I'm just gonna write my answers down to keep us going. So I'm gonna say stab in the dark, November 11th, 1979.
Okay. Question number 2. Was the IC title ever defended in the main event of WrestleMania? And if so, which WrestleMania was it defended at?
Ooh, okay. For the video's sake, just to make this more entertaining, I'm gonna thought process out on camera. So I know it's not the first 5. I already went that in my head. WrestleMania 6 was... Oh, fuck, it was WrestleMania 6. Because that was the winner-take-all match between Warrior and Hogan. So, was it more than that, though?
All I need is if it was ever in the WrestleMania match.
Well, hang on. Because now I gotta try and remember. Was that winner-take-all? I want to say it was billed that way. Because I know, obviously, Warrior was the Intercontinental Champion and he had both belts for a little bit. And I could see them doing winner take all because like it's Hogan, so like kind of feed the ego. And that would also raise the stakes as well, even more than what they were. So put a pin in that one for now. WrestleMania 7, the main event was that was Slaughter Hogan. WrestleMania 8 was Sid Hogan. WrestleMania 9 was Hogan Yokozuna. WrestleMania 10 was Bret Hart Yokozuna. WrestleMania 11 was Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam Bigelow. WrestleMania 12 was Iron Man, Bret and Shawn. WrestleMania 13 was Undertaker versus Sid. How the fuck has Sid had 2 WrestleMania? Whatever, not the point. That was okay. Yeah. WrestleMania 14 was World Title, Michaels Austin. WrestleMania 15 was Rock Austin. 16 was McMahon in every corner. 17 was Rock Austin 2. 18 was Jericho Triple H World Title. 19 was WWE title, Angle Lesnar. 20 was the triple threat we don't talk about. 21 was Cena and... was Triple H Batista. 22 was Cena Triple H. 23 was World Title, WWE title, Triple H... No, Shawn Michaels, John Cena. 24 was World Title match. 25 was also the WWE title match. 26 was Michaels and Undertaker Street vs. Career. 27 was WWE title. 28 was Rock Cena. 29 was Rock Cena 2, twice in a lifetime. 30 was Daniel Bryan winning the world title. 31 was Heist of the Century. 32 was Roman Triple H. 33 was Taker Roman Reigns. 34, it definitely wasn't 34 because that was the opening match, I want to say, with the triple threat. 35 was Becky 2 belts. 36, God, we're at the point where I stopped watching. I'm just gonna hedge my bets and say for the rest of them now. So yeah, I'm going to say.
So there's 2 questions.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So going back to it, I'll cut a lot of this shit out too, probably. Either way, I'm just gonna hedge my bets, say no more after that, and say it happened once, and I'm gonna say Hogan, WrestleMania 6, Hogan Warrior, winner take all Intercontinental WWF title.
Okay, so we'll see if you're correct at the end, right? On an episode of Raw in 2007, Vince McMahon decided to put out an open challenge to face the current Intercontinental Champion. He picked this guy up out of the crowd, and he got to face in the ring. Okay. He shockingly won the title with the help of Bobby Lashley. Who was this superstar, and who was the superstar he defeated?
Santino Marella made his debut defeating Umaga.
Question number 4.
Yes, indeed.
Which superstar holds the record for the longest reign in history, and how many days did he hold it?
Longest reign in history. God, I'm trying to think. Because I know what it would be, but I'm trying to think. Has Walter overtaken that? Fuck. The issue of doing trivia on something that you haven't watched in quite a while. I'm going to hedge my bets and say no, he hasn't yet. So I'm going to say Honky Tonk Man. And fuck, how long did Honky hold that belt? God. That's the tricky part. I'm gonna say... I don't remember how long he... Fuck, I remember how long he held the belt. I'm gonna say something stupid. Honky Tonk Man, 356 days.
In 1999, there was a match for the Intercontinental Championship, and it ended in a weird fashion, ended in a double pinfall, and both of those superstars were named co-champions. Who were those two superstars?
Yeah. The co-champions for the Intercontinental title. Wait, hang on. Let me see if I got the time frame right here. Yeah, okay. Chris Jericho in China.
This would be the last two. The bonus, obviously.
Yeah, we got question 6, the last one, the bonus.
In August of 2020, Jeff Hardy won the Intercontinental Championship for the first time in 13 years, defeating who in the tournament finals? So it was a vacant. The title was. Oh no, not tournament finals.
I know around that time, I know he was doing a really bad feud with someone on SmackDown for it, or not necessarily for it, but.
Oh, it wasn't tournament finals. That was my bad. That's how the person that he beat won the title. My bad.
Oh, okay.
So who did he defeat to win his first title in 13 years?
I can only have one guess. Because I only know one person Jeff was feuding with around that time. And I'm just going to hedge my bets and say Sheamus.
So 13 years prior to that would have been what, 2007? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah.
Who did Jeff Hardy beat to win his last IC title 13 years prior?
Okay. Ooh, I like that question, actually. I like that one.
I'll give you a hint if you would like.
Not yet. So let me deliberate. So 2009, so from the end of 2008 all the way into the summer 2009, he was only dealing with the world title. That much I remember for sure. So you said he won the title 13 years ago in 2007.
Yep.
Okay. Right.
That was the last time he held it till August of 2020.
Okay, so then... See, I really like this question, though I will say, of my knowledge of when I was growing up specifically, 2007 is kind of like my weak year, to be honest. Like a year after I first saw wrestling. Yeah. 2007 is my weak year. But... 2007. It was. I want to say it was still a Raw title at that point. Oh, but then again, he had that big match where he faced Umaga and did a bunch of crazy shit. Like he slid down the railing in a stairwell. He did the big jump off of like something onto Umaga. Could Umaga have dropped the strap twice in the same year to two different people? Obviously he could have. For the sake of it, because I don't know how much is going to get cut out of this, I'm going to just quickly have an answer for the bonus, hedge my bets on that, and say Umaga again.
Ready to deliberate.
Indeed. Going back to question 1.
So question 1 was, what exact date was the IC title introduced? And you said?
I said November 11th, 1979.
Okay, you were very close. The correct answer was September 1st, 1979.
Oh shit, okay.
And I gave you the hint for that one, so you didn't need it. Question 2. Was the IC title ever defended in the main event of WrestleMania? And if so, which WrestleMania was it defended at? And you said?
I said it was the winner-take-all match at WrestleMania 6 between Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior.
Sir, you are correct.
Was there more than that?
No.
Okay.
There was only the once.
Fuck yeah.
I'm glad that you realized that it was the winner-take-all and not... I was like, I wonder if he'll mess with that his brain a little bit, knowing that it was for the WWE Championship as well.
That's why I put a pin in it and wanted to go through every other one.
That's good. Question 3. On an episode of Raw in 2007, Vince McMahon picked a person out of the crowd to face the current IC champion. He shockingly won the title with the help of Bobby Lashley. Who was the superstar and who did he defeat? And you said?
Santino defeating Umaga.
And that is correct, my sir. And question 4. Which superstar holds the record for the longest reign in history, and how many days did he hold it?
I said Honky Tonk Man at 356.
Okay, so you got Honky Tonk Man correct. The day you got incorrect. I'm going to give you a half a point for that.
Okay.
The correct day was 454 days. You're off by just almost 100.
Yeah, I figured he had held it for a year, but
And
like,
if I would have
or
given
more
you a
than a
hint
year.
for that, I was going to say more than 1 year, less than 2 years.
Yeah.
So I would have gave you a little bit of leeway.
Mm-hmm.
Question 5. In 1999, there was a match for the IC title and ended in a double pinfall. And were named co-champions. Who were the two superstars that were dual champions? You said.
I said Chris Jericho in China.
And you are correct. That is correct. And the final question. In August of 2020, Jeff Hardy won the IC title for the first time in 13 years, defeating who? You said.
I said Sheamus.
So that is incorrect. The correct answer is AJ Styles.
Okay. That's
And the
fair.
bonus, who did Jeff Hardy beat 13 years prior to when the last IC title he won?
I said Umaga.
And that is correct.
Hell yeah.
Sir, your final tally is 4.5 out of 7. In my eyes, that is passing.
4.5 out of 7.
And I congratulate you for a passing record.
It would be a 64%.
That is
technically.
passing.
Oh, those are the stakes that you take when you have so few questions. But yeah, cool. I did better than that. And honestly, I did like the questions there.
I thought that when I said tournament finals, I was like, shit, that's how freaking Styles won it, was in the tournament finals.
Either way, I would not have got that. The only thing I knew that Jeff was doing around that time was he had the feud with Sheamus where like he threw pee in Sheamus's face or something.
Yeah.
And that could have been the following year. I don't fucking know. Like,
Yeah, I was hoping that dual champion was going to mess with you, but it did not. You got it way too quickly. I was like, damn.
but yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
Any questions you thought were really, really tough?
Probably the hardest one for me definitely would have been that first one.
Yeah, I didn't put the record in there for most reigns because you knew that too easy.
Well, yeah.
You knew that too easy, so I was like, I'm trying to get you like a little bit tricky. That's why I went with the Honky Tonk Man and how many days did he hold it.
Yeah.
And I knew that was gonna be tricky. I'm surprised you gave him not even a year.
I couldn't remember. Like, I thought he held it for a year.
while.
Well, I know, and I thought he held it for a year, but like, I couldn't remember if he held it into 400 days. Was what threw me.
And do you remember the man that beat him to end that historic reign?
The Ultimate Warrior.
At what pay-per-view?
SummerSlam, I want to say?
SummerSlam 1988.
Yeah, the first SummerSlam I thought.
He literally said, give me some mud wrestler to come out here and face me. I don't care who it is. And the Warrior came out and beat him in under 15 seconds. With the Warrior Splash.
We came back. Tribute Thursdays is back. When will the next one be? Who fucking knows?
We may never know. But
I had a quiz this time, and I passed. So we both passed a quiz. And we both have...
good job, buddy.
And,
Oh,
we,
yeah.
and we both have a win outside of that, too.
Yes,
So,
we do.
on episode 4 Trade Thursdays, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment down below, share on social media, do all that good stuff. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye, guys.